She ready? She ready?
I'm not. I'll try. I'm nearly ready.
Hi guys, it's Leanne and I have a special guest once again. It's
Lovely Wife Helen.
Hey!
There you go, I
We made her say that! We've all said now that if Helen ever gets any kind of social media that she's going to have LWH as her social media handles everywhere. I mean, if you would like to see that, votes in the comments.
Me and technology, not so good.
That's why you've got me though.
That's true.
You cook and I do the technology.
Yes.
And I read to you while you cook and you get the hell out of my way when I do the technology.
Yes. Definitely.
It's a good partnership. Today we're here for a little bit of an experiment. The first genuine week of complete self-isolation as opposed to the self-isolation that I do every day.
General life.
General, normal life. What event is happening?
My birthday.
Your birthday.
Yes.
And what were we planning to do for your birthday?
Go back to my hometown.
Which is many, many, many miles away from here.
So we're not going now?
No.
No.
No. So next week I am going to do an experiment. I am going to try and work out how many books I can possibly read in 1 week whilst also vlogging the experience.
Okay then.
Are you excited?
Yes. There'll be a lot of you reading. You can read a lot.
That wasn't what the ticker tape behind your eyes was really thinking. What were you really thinking?
I'm thinking, well, I'm going to be spending time in the garden, I'm going to be playing games, I'm going to be playing on my phone, because you're going to be busy.
But I couldn't just challenge myself to one thing. I couldn't just challenge myself to 1 week of just straight reading. I had to make a game out of it, because I'm me, and I'm a trash human.
And games are good.
Games are fun.
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 And I realised that I have never actually done a 5-star prediction video. I don't know why. It's been around for the longest time and I've never jumped on the bandwagon, so hey.
Let's do some jumping.
I'm jumping right now. So what we're going to do is I am going to describe these books to you and to Lovely Wife Helen, and I am going to give you guys the first line of each book. And then Lovely Wife Helen is going to tell me not only how many stars she thinks I'm going to give that book,
right,
but also in which order I am going to rank them.
Oh, okay.
Alright?
Oh, okay. Right. I can do that, I think.
And then at the end, after we've done the vlog, at the end of the vlog, we will come back and I will tell Lovely Wife Helen
how right I am.
How right you are.
Yes.
Because you're so often right, aren't you?
You so often tell me that I'm right.
So often that she writes it on the calendar when it actually happens.
Yes.
Okay, first book that I have got is You Are Not Alone by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. For some reason, if there is more than one author on a book, there is absolutely no chance of me doing it in one take. Is this true?
Yes, definitely.
How many takes was that?
At least 3.
At least 3. This is going to be interesting because I'm going to have to describe it to you guys and to Lovely Wife Helen without giving any kind of bias as to whether this is the kind of book that I think that I would like or not. So I think I'm just going to read you the blurb for this one because it's real short, okay? You probably know someone like Shay Miller. She wants to find love, but it eludes her. She wants to be fulfilled, but her job is a dead end. She wants to belong, but her life is becoming increasingly isolated. You probably don't know anyone like the Moore sisters. They have an unbreakable circle of friends. They live a life of glamour and perfection. They always get what they desire. She thinks she wants their life, but what they really want is hers.
Ooh. Oh, I like that.
So the first line says...
Yes.
Oh, you're going to like it.
Oh, good.
2 wine glasses are on the coffee table. Evidence of a romantic night.
Okay, that's a good start.
Based on the description and on the first line, how many stars do you think I'm going to give this one?
4.
4 stars.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a 4-star prediction.
Yes.
We shall rank them at the end. Book number 2 is The Sculptress by Minette Walters. So this one is a Picador Classics edition, and this one was published originally in 1994, and now this one is like beautifully repackaged and has a foreword by somebody and stuff, so it's obviously a bit of a thriller classic.
Okay.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
It is about Olive. And Olive is now in prison, or what I assume is a psychiatric institution, because she cut up her mother and sister into tiny little pieces. And now she spends all of her days making little wax figures made of tiny little pieces. And then somehow we have an investigative journalist who gets really interested in her case, but she doesn't think that Olive actually did it. And so if Olive didn't do it, who did? And why has Olive never said anything the entire time?
Yeah, why?
I mean, maybe she likes being in prison making tiny wax figures. I could understand. Oh, and this one starts with a map.
Oh, I like maps and plans.
It's definitely, you don't get any previews.
Meaning?
No previews. Alright, so the first line. It was impossible to see her approach without a shudder of distaste.
Interesting.
Okay, so based on the description and the first line, how many stars do you think I'm going to give the sculptress?
I'm hoping for a 5-star on this one.
Yeah. So am I. So am I. Like lots much. Lots much. Okay, so the next one that I've got is The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. Lisa Jewell has a massive backlist. Like, a huge backlist. So I'm really hoping that I like her, because then
More.
Yeah, more. Infinitely more, apparently. Like many,
lots.
many more. I think I'm going to read you the blurb for this one, because that's the reason that I have it. I know nothing else about this book. I don't know anybody else's opinions about this book. I just know that I read the blurb and I bought it.
Okay.
Okay. Be careful who you let in. In a large house in London's fashionable Chelsea, a baby is awake in her cot. I'm sorry, there has to be a baby in some novels. Sometimes there have to be babies.
Why?
To make people.
Why?
Well, that is the age-old question. In a large house in London's fashionable Chelsea, a baby is awake in her cot. Well fed and cared for, she is happily waiting for someone to pick her up. In the kitchen lie 3 decomposing corpses. Close to them is a hastily scrawled note. They've been dead for several days. Who has been looking after the baby? And where did they go?
Oh, creepy.
So let's find out what... Oh, it's really big font. I like this. This is a good pick for a week-long readathon thing.
Go quickly.
Libby picks the letter up off the doormat.
That's it.
That's literally it. I mean, okay, it's a functional first line. Let's do the next little bit.
Okay.
Libby picks the letter up off the doormat. She turns it in her hands. It looks very formal.
Okay.
That's all I'm giving you. That's it. So based on that, what do you think I'm going to give this one?
Again, I'm hoping for a 5-star.
Me too. Do you think it's going to be a 5-star, or are you hoping for a 5-star? What? There's a difference.
True. Yeah, go on. I think it's a 5-star.
Apparently, 2 5-stars and a 4 stars. Apparently this stack is doing quite well.
Yep.
Now the next one that I got is one that I got for my birthday. So it was my birthday at the start of March, and it's Helen's birthday at the end of March. So March babies are the best babies, just saying. And I got this one as a gift from my mum. So my mum typically reads kind of Bridget Jones-esque contemporary fiction. A little bit slapstick, a little bit... everybody's kind of got the wrong end of the stick romance. That's the kind of thing that she really likes. And so when she handed this over to me, she did it with much trepidation, and she was like, I read about this one in a magazine and I thought it sounded right up your street. And I was like, okay. And it turned out to be this one. This is A Famished Heart by Nicola White, and it is the creepiest sounding thriller. It almost sounds like it's got one foot in the horror genre. So you kind of know a little bit about this one already, because we read the blurb in shock when my mum gave it to me on my birthday. So it's essentially about 2 sisters, and both of those sisters have died in one room in their house. But when the detectives turn up, they discover that one of them has crawled under the bed and died, and another one has been sitting in her chair, but it looks like somebody was watching them die. Somebody was sitting and watching them starve. I mean, maybe a bit triggery for the current situation, but you know what I mean. It sounds like a horror premise right off, until you get the bit where it's like Francesca McNamara returns to Dublin after decades in the US to find her family in ruins. Meanwhile, detectives Vincent Swan and Gina Considine are convinced that there is more to the deaths than suicide. It's not a very mother premise, is it?
No, it really isn't.
And
she was very brave to buy you
yeah.
something that you hadn't requested at all.
Yeah, that was not on my list.
Yes.
Because like many other people on the booktube community, I'm sure we all provide lists to our family of books that they are permitted to buy. Because, you know, how many duplicates can you realistically have before you're like, thank you, no more? Father Timony rang the doorbell a third time.
I'm going to go for a 4-star.
Okay. Based on, why 4 and not 5? Just out of curiosity.
Because it, as you say, it seems a bit horror-y and a bit detective-y, and I'm wondering if it will balance.
And also, you know, I guess that detective-y fiction, crime fiction rather than thriller fiction, has not been my happy place for a while. Okay, the last one that I've got is a premise that I both found absolutely terrifying and completely up my alley. So this is A Window Breaks by C.M. Ewan, and it is essentially about a house invasion. It's 2 a.m, some glass breaks, and the main character, who we don't know is male or female because it says you are asleep, a noise wakes you. You start unsure why and turn to your partner, then you hear it, glass crunching underfoot. Your worst fears are about to be realised. Someone is inside your home. Your choices are limited. You can run or stay and fight. What would you do? So, you know, there are some things in there which maybe might be up one of my really random tropey alleys that I have of home invasion fiction and movies. Let's do the first sentence.
Okay.
Driving scares me. I get nervous, edgy, itchy with guilt.
With guilt?
With guilt?
Oh, interesting.
What does driving and guilt have to do with a home invasion?
We do not know yet.
I guess we might.
Yeah.
Okay, so based on that, what do you think? What do you think I'm going to rate this one, given that I was incapable of being completely unbiased when I gave you the premise?
Could it be a 5-star?
Do you
I
think?
think it might be.
So Helen has just shuffled the books about and she has decided the order that she thinks that I'm going to rank these in order of preference. So regardless of how many stars that I give them,
Yep.
in order of preference. Coming in at number 5 is... Oh, A Famished Heart. Interesting. Why did that get the bottom billing?
Because of the mixed...
Because of the mixed genres.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. You can put it down now. Okay then. Coming in at number 4. Oh, You Are Not Alone.
Yes.
Okay. So why did that get number 4 slot?
Well, it's the only other 4-star that I predicted, and I just thought you might just enjoy this one a little bit more.
A little bit more than the detective one.
Yes.
Okay, but a little bit less than everything else.
Yes.
Okay.
I've got no particular reason for saying that.
Okay, yeah, I get. I'm sitting here waiting for there to be a profound reason why this is at number 4. But okay, all right. So that's number 4. What is at number 3? The Family Upstairs. Why do you think it's in at number 3 then?
It's creepy, and you like creepy.
I do like creepy.
Yeah.
I do like creepy. And I like houses and I like locked door things. So if it's a good locked door mystery that doesn't give the answer away until close to the end, I think I'm going to like that one a whole lot.
Excellent.
Okay, coming in at number 2 we have We have nearly got my eye out.
Safety glasses.
Yeah, they don't actually. Do you know, it's funny because people say this to me all the time. Like, if I'm, you know, like I'm peeling an orange and I constantly like squirt myself in the eye, and you're like, but how you've got glasses? They're not goggles. There's gaps. Okay, so coming in at number 2, we've got the sculptress. So how come?
It's creepy, and you like creepy.
Yes.
And the someone being in confinement and possibly not being guilty, but not saying I'm not guilty. I think that'll go up your alley.
And coming in at number 1 is...
Ta-da!
You really are determined to... A window breaks. Is this just because of my rampant enthusiasm and my inability to contain it?
Yes.
Okay. So this is not realistically like any kind of considered judgment on your part. This is just because I was like, creepy people come in the house! Creepy people come in the house!
That's what I considered.
So I'm going to rank these personally now.
Okay.
Now that you've done it,
Yeah.
I'm going to rank these personally and tell you what I think. I think that this one is going to come in at number 5, and I think that is because I have tried the previous 2 novels by this writing team.
Okay.
The first one I loathed. The second one was real good, but it wasn't amazing. It wasn't great. It didn't make me want to go like, yeah! But there's something about their writing that makes me want to hold on for the next one. So that's in at number 5. In at number 4, I'm going to say A Famished Heart. And the reason that I'm saying this is a weird reason, a weird and very specifically me reason. I oftentimes have issues with books set in Ireland.
Yes, this is true.
And it's not because I don't like the setting, and it's not because I have something against Ireland. It's because I find that there is a general kind of melancholy and a bleakness in thrillers and crime that are written about Ireland, and I don't enjoy it. If there is Irish fiction which you've enjoyed and you think I would like, please leave me recommendations for that in the comments below. I would love to pick up a book set in Ireland and be like, this is my new favourite thing! And break the curse. But right now, it's cursed. So, this is in at number 4. I would put The Sculptress in at number 3. Yeah, I did knock over the books.
I resisted laughing until you actually mentioned it. I just smirked. Smirking is not the same.
So the reason that I've put this one in at number 3 is because I think I'm going to love it. I genuinely do. It sounds real creepy. But I have some concerns about the mental health representation in it in the exact same way that I did with The Silent Patient, because I am not sure how well an institutionalised person can be described from the point of view of somebody else, because I have no indication so far in this book that Olive, who is the person who is actually the murderess in question, has a point of view in this book. And I think it's a little bit problematic that in thrillers mental health is often used as a sort of indication that a character is a little bit dodgy, and so I'm a little bit worried about that. But if they do that well, then I'll be sold. Coming in at number 2, I'm going to say A Window Breaks.
Okay.
The reason that I say this is because this book is, let me see, 452 pages.
Yes.
And I wonder, realistically, how you sustain a house invasion narrative through 452 pages. There's a chance, because there was a car crash mentioned at the beginning, and also there's nothing to say that the whole book is about the house invasion itself. It might be about the repercussions of the home invasion. So it's possible that it'll be okay, that they'll be able to sustain it for the entire novel, but I might be slightly let down if they can't. If the tension isn't there through the whole thing, I might feel a little bit like cheated, because that's what I like about home invasion things, is the tension of just the the not knowing. And then in at number 1 I have got the family upstairs. Now the reason that I put this in is not just because of the creepy premise of the like abandoned house and the abandoned baby. It's actually because so many people love Lisa Joe, and so many people have been like pushing Lisa Joe at me for such a long time and being like, you will like this, why aren't you reading it? And the answer to that, by the way, is just because there are so many other things that I am reading. So many other things. I think half of this is so many people have told me that she's my thing, the plot sounds good, and the other half of it is I'm really hopeful because I would really love an entire backlist of one author to just absolutely fall in love with.
Yep.
Like, I would really, really like that. So that's going to be an interesting experiment. We'll just have to see who's right.
Yeah. Probably won't be me.
Maybe this will settle the who's right thing once and for all.
Not once and for all, no.
No?
Oh, I don't want to have no hope ever.
So if you would like to predict in the comments how many stars that I am going to give these 5, I'm sure they'll be wonderful novels. I'm gonna, oh god, this has all gone wrong.
Also juggling.
That's it, just you sit there and watch me
will.
struggle.
Yeah. Would you like help, darling?
Get away from me. Just get away from me. I mean, you can also write in the comments what you think I should do with Lovely Wife Helen for her cheek. But yes, let me know in the comments what you think that I... It's all going wrong. What you think that I would rate these 5... Oh, I give up. I give up. I give up. There. It's all fine. What you think I would rate these 5 wonderful and really annoyingly slippery novels. And what order you think I will love them the best in. I would like to know that. Also, if you have read any of these novels, as always, please let me know about it in the comments. And your biased opinions will not sway me. I will still read them all next week. I will still vlog it. And I will still be back to let you know what I think about them. Probably on my own. Because...
What do you mean? On your own? That was rude.
You're like, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go on your birthday week when you're not allowed out of the house? And I will speak to you all soon. Bye!
Bye!
That was very there. I was very definite. She really, really wants to go.
I never said that.
I was right. For the... They can't see that, it won't focus. But you now have an Irish right.